Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so thrilled you're all here. My name is Kate Winch, for those of you who don't know me, and I have been teaching EFT for over 15 plus years, and it still blows me away most days, whether I'm doing it on myself or with my clients. And I am super excited to be with you all. I will take you on a journey of It's Tapping into Magic, my business is called. And today it's about the magic of letting go, release and rise. When we let go, we rise up. And if being human, we struggle with things. It could be clutter or extra weight or just the mental mindset of I'm not good enough. There's so many things that can get in the way of us pursuing our dreams and fully going after them. And in this day and age, so many distractions. So how we'll do this is we'll start with a visualization just to get everyone grounded. I'll share about tapping, and then we'll do some group tapping. And it's very powerful, the group dynamic. So everyone will tap along, even if I don't work with you today. You will get a transformation. And my intention is that you feel lighter by the end of this call and inspired and ready to shine and succeed, and more pleasure, more creativity, more ease, more joy. So if you're new and you haven't worked with me before, definitely put that in the chat that you're new, because I like to help people work with people first that haven't had a turn and don't know the tapping, so I can guide them. Okay, all right. So turn off any distractions, give yourself the gift of this hour. Hands on your heart, 3 deep breaths. Taking a moment to set the intention of today's session, thinking about what you want to let go of and what you want to bring in. You can keep your hands on your heart or put them by your side, stretching your fingers and toes, loosening your jaw, inhaling deeply. And imagine you are on a beautiful white sandy beach. The sun is shining. The waves on the shore. As you go deeper and deeper relaxed. You are walking along this beach, but you're carrying this big, heavy backpack full of your struggles, all the extra baggage from the past, from anything that's going on right now, any struggles you're having, guilt, shame, fear, anger, limiting beliefs. And you realize how exhausting it is carrying this around. And you set this heavy backpack down. And this whole weight is lifted off your shoulders. You feel 10 years younger. And a lightness as you let go of the past with ease and trust the process of life. Calling back your power from all dimensions of time and space. It's safe to relax, safe to enjoy the journey, listening to your inner wisdom each and every step of the way. You know what to do. You can trust yourself. Deep breath. And you lie down in the sand as the waves are lulling you to sleep. As you go deeper and deeper, relaxed. Breathing in divine love into your mind, into your heart, into each and every cell of your body. And again, stretching your fingers and toes, loosening your jaw, inhaling deeply. Taking a moment to connect with your younger self. So your adult self is connecting with your younger self. Giving her a hug, letting her know that you love her. And ask her, what do you need for your healing today? So that you feel safe, loved, and supported, and you're really getting your needs met. Deep breath. Making a note. Sometimes they just need a hug. Sometimes they need something more specific. Maybe play, maybe rest, maybe support. So give them what they're asking for, or make a note to give them what they're asking for today. And placing them in your heart. Deep breath, letting them know you love them and that they can call on you anytime and that you have their back. Deep breath, traveling down the timeline of your life to your future self. It's a year from today. If you were waving a magic wand, what would it look like? Allow yourself to expand your mind to all the amazing possibilities that are available to you. Where are you living? Who are you with? How's your health? Wealth? Community support? What sort of support are you giving? Giving yourself the gift of support. Perhaps you're working less and earning more. asking your future self, what do I need to let go of today to bring me closer to this vision? And one of the keys to letting go, to creating a life you love, is letting go. Mind clutter, body clutter, physical clutter, mental clutter, any addictions. It could be being on Facebook too much, social media or the computer. It could be drinking or smoking or eating or shopping. Anything you're doing to avoid feeling your feelings and to perhaps deal with what you need to deal with. So asking your future self, what do I need to let go of to bring me closer to this vision? Deep breath. And ask your future self, what actions do I need to take? Picking up the phone, making that phone call. Maybe it's moving the body. Getting support. What is it you need so that you really feel like you're getting your needs met? Deep breath. See your future self. How do you feel? Pick 3 words that you'd like to cultivate. Happy, healthy, wealthy, loved, safe, cherished. Slim, sexy, vibrant, creative. Kind, generous, loving, powerful. And breathing in this future self vision into your mind, into your heart, into each and every cell of your body. Safe to relax. Enjoy the journey. Listening to your inner wisdom each and every step of the way. Breathing in this future self vision into your mind, into your heart, into each and every cell of your body, showering yourself with tremendous love and compassion. You are enough, you are whole and complete, perfect exactly as you are. Letting go of being general manager of the universe, giving this to the universe, and trusting the divine order of your life. Safe to shine, safe to succeed, safe to be you. When you're ready, open your eyes, come back to the room, and a warm welcome to you all. Feel free to jot down anything you saw in that journey. Okay. So Once again, if you're new and you haven't worked with me and you'd like a turn, feel free to pop that into the chat. You can PM me or put it in the chat. And if you have questions, so once again, my name is Kate Winch, originally from England. I've had my own holistic business for over 20 plus years, 25 years, and I'm still amazed with tapping. I've been teaching that for 15 years. I started out as a massage therapist and then studied the tarot. I do intuitive readings. I studied hypnosis. I love helping people quit smoking and any other addictions. And then I came across tapping, which all of them have been amazing, but tapping was the thing that really I was very skeptical about. It's like this strange technique, but it ended up blowing me away. So it's like acupuncture. We're just going to go into the nutshell version for anyone that's new. So it's like acupuncture without the needles. Negative emotions get stored in the body. They create a disruption in our energy system, and the tapping gets everything moving again. So you can use it on anything. There's an expression, try it on anything. You can use it for relationship stuff, for health stuff, for addictions, for the inner game of being an entrepreneur, for attracting more clients. I used to be painfully shy and you would never get me in front of a room. And I used the tapping to clear my fear of shining. So try on anything. And we're going to tap here. This is the karate chop point. Oh, and Ellie's asking, like, what does a turn mean? So if you're new and you want me to do some tapping with you in the group, it's a really lovely opportunity. And I'll also work with regulars too. So good to see you all. But if you're new and you're new to tapping, or you're new to this group, say I'm new and I'd like a turn, and if not, I will pick the regulars. So this is a karate chop point. You can do either hand. I'll lead you through a sequence of words. If I say anything that doesn't resonate, change the words anytime. So going here to where the brow ends near the nose, side of the eyes, underneath the eyes, nose, chin, collarbone, underneath the arms. You can do here or cross them over, but it's 4 inches down from the armpit. Rib cage, 2 inches down from the nipple, kind of in the front, and then 2 wrists together, finishing with the top of the head. Take a nice deep breath. So this class is about, what do you need to let go of? What is getting in the way of your dreams? And where are you feeling stuck? And tapping into the magic of letting go. Like if you are mad at somebody, that can be very consuming. Oh, Maria's asking about having you on the big screen. You can put me on the big screen. I think, that's something you can do your end, right? Have people got me on the big screen? Yeah, you just click on top right-hand corner view and click on speaker. Okay. Wonderful. All right. So any questions about the tapping or anything else as we move on? I'm going to dive into the tapping now. Let's see who is anybody new. Okay. So Masha's new. Okay. And then Ellie's new. So I'll work with Masha and Ellie, and we might have time for more. So welcome. Tell me in a nutshell what you'd like to let go of and bring in.
I would like to let go of fear. I would like to bring in ease.
Yes. What's the fear, 0 to 10? How strong is that?
Sometimes gets to like 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Fear to do something that what I'm thinking of doing with my life, and also fear about other things, my kids' schools and worrying. So yeah, but I would say 7 to 8.
Where do you feel that in your body?
I feel it upper body.
And what is it specifically? Is it a general fear about everything, or is it about money or your kids, or anything else, or fear of the future?
I think it's the fear of failure, personal failure as a mother.
Okay, yes, that's very good. Very common that we can have a fear of failing. So for those of you listening, if you can relate to the fear of failing, I'm afraid I'm going to fail, and also fear of the future, like taking action. What if I make a mistake? What if I do something wrong? We're going to tap along. Any questions, or are you all ready to go? Can change the words. Okay. All right. So tapping here. And Masha, you'll repeat after me, change the words anytime, and the rest of you are on mute, so just say whatever resonates. Even though I have all this fear of failure.
Even though I have all of this fear of failure.
And I don't know how I can let this go.
And I do not know how I can let this go.
Maybe it doesn't seem possible.
Maybe it doesn't seem possible.
I wonder who I'd be without this.
I wonder who I would be without this.
And I love and accept myself anyway.
And I love and accept myself anyway.
Close your eyes, deep breath. Even though I have all this fear of failing.
Even though I have all this fear of failing.
And I don't know how to let it go.
I do not know how to let it go.
Maybe it doesn't seem possible.
Maybe it doesn't seem possible.
I wonder who I'd be without this fear.
I wonder who I would be without this fear.
And I love and accept myself anyway.
And I love and accept myself anyway.
Close your eyes, deep breath. Even though I have all this fear of failing.
Even though I have all this fear of failing.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself anyway.
I deeply and profoundly accept and love myself anyway.
Deep breath. And then we're going to the eyebrows. All this fear of failing.
All this fear of failing.
All this fear and worry about the future.
All this fear and worry about the future.
I'm so worried it's not going to work out for me.
So worried that it's not going to work out for me.
Knows all this fear, anxiety, and overwhelm.
Knows all this fear, anxiety, and overwhelm.
All this anger and frustration about the situation.
All this anger and frustration about the situation.
Collarbone, I'm so afraid.
I'm so afraid.
Underneath the arms, all this old guilt and shame about what I did or didn't do.
All this guilt or shame about what I did and didn't do.
Rib cage, all this loss of power.
Rib cage.
all this loss of
power.
It's so exhausting.
It's so exhausting.
And I'm tired of suffering about this.
And I'm tired of suffering about that.
I'd really like to let it go.
I would really like to let it go.
From the deepest root causes.
From the deepest root causes.
All this guilt and shame.
All this guilt and shame.
All this fear and worry.
All this fear and worry.
All this fear and worry about the future.
All this fear and worry about the future.
All this being general manager of the universe.
All this about being the general manager of the universe.
So exhausting.
It's so exhausting.
And I've suffered so much about this.
I've suffered so much about this.
All this pressure, ribcage, to be perfect.
All this pressure to be perfect.
Two wrists together. I'm letting it go.
I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go.
Anything else you'd like to let go of, Masha?
I guess I could give someone else a turn. There's a bunch they could let go of.
Oh yeah. We'll keep tapping, but yeah, if you want to say one thing you want to let go of.
Sadness.
Yeah, this grief and sadness.
Grief and sadness.
Yeah, anything else about that?
Shame.
All this sadness and grief and shame. Anything else about the grief and shame? That's a big one. The shame can really, and grief.
Heavy. I don't know. Heaviness. Maybe not enough.
Yeah, part of me is convinced I'm not good enough.
Part of me is convinced I'm not good enough.
All this guilt and shame.
All this guilt and shame.
All this fear and worry.
All this fear and worry.
It's so exhausting.
It's so exhausting.
All this heaviness in my heart.
All this heaviness in my heart.
I'm so tired of suffering about this.
I'm so tired of suffering about this.
All this worrying about what they think.
All this worrying about what they think.
So exhausting.
So exhausting.
And I'm letting it go.
And I'm letting it go.
Letting it go.
Letting it go.
Letting it all go.
Letting it all go.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
I let go of being general manager of the universe.
I'm letting go of being the general manager of the universe.
And I give this to the universe to handle.
And I give this to the universe to handle.
I don't need to do it all by myself.
I don't need to do it all by myself.
And everyone speak out loud. If you're on mute, it's safe to relax about this.
It's safe to relax about this.
And trust the divine order of my life.
And trust the divine order of my life.
That good will come out of this situation.
The good will come out of this situation.
And that good lies before me.
And the good lies before me.
That I am safe and protected at all times.
I'm safe and protected at all times.
I call my power back.
I call my power back.
From all dimensions of time and space.
From all dimensions of time and space.
I love feeling calm and confident.
I love feeling calm and confident.
I love feeling calm and peaceful.
I love feeling calm and peaceful.
I love knowing everything's working out for me.
I love knowing everything is working out for me.
I let go of the past with ease.
I let go of the past with ease.
And I trust the process of life.
And I trust the process of life.
Safe to relax and enjoy the journey.
Safe to relax and enjoy the journey.
Listening to my inner wisdom.
Listening to my inner wisdom.
Each and every step of the way.
Each and every step of the way.
I love feeling good about who I am.
I love feeling good about who I am.
I love feeling powerful and peaceful.
I love feeling powerful and peaceful.
I love taking inspired action.
I love taking inspired action.
I am ready now.
I am ready now.
Close your eyes, deep breath. 0 to 10. This fear and grief. What number are you at now, Marsha, as you tune in?
Low, maybe 4, maybe 3.
Excellent. Wonderful. So you went from a 7-8 to a 3-4. What are you present to? How do you feel right now?
I'm feeling kind of fuzzy and warm and held. Kind of part of the flow. Feels like part of the yeah.
Wonderful. Where do you live, Marsha?
Pacifica.
Oh yes. Have we met?
Nope.
Oh, no.
Not
Okay.
not
How did you hear
Yes.
about me?
Beth.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Lemke.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. I love Beth. Yes.
Likewise.
So
Likewise.
glad. That's right. Yes, good. I'm glad I know who you are. Wonderful. I'm glad you made it to the call. Any questions, thoughts, or comments before we move on?
No.
Okay, great. Great work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay, if you have questions, let me know. Hopefully you're all feeling lighter. We're going to work, feel free to put them in the chat, and then we're going to work with Ellie next. And this is an introduction to a program I have that's coming up around releasing and tapping into the magic of letting go. And I'll share more about that in a bit. Ellie.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
It's actually going really well. Yeah, it's a good day.
Where are you?
I'm in Utah, Salt Lake City.
Okay, cool. And how did you hear about me? It's always interesting to know.
I can't remember. If I had to guess, it'd probably be like something on Facebook popped up. I'm like, she sounds great. Could have been something else. I've been diving into a lot of things in the last few months, and so now I'm trying to remember. But remind me what area you're in.
I'm in San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
not too far. All right.
Yeah. So, well, nice to meet you. Tell me in a nutshell what you'd like to let go of and bring in.
Oh, bring in all the things. I would say, am I allowed to say a couple of things on both?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
Letting,
well, you tell me in a nutshell, like what you want to let go of and bring in without too much story so that we can get tapping.
Yeah, absolutely. Letting go of resentment towards some people in my life who maybe mistreated me, but that I still want in my life and want to forgive fully, that it's still sometimes feelings of resentment can come up. That would be my main one. And then inviting in abundance and clarity are kind of my two big focuses right now. Those are kind of the two big things.
So do you want to let go of these people or forgive? Obviously, forgiving them is a good thing, whether you keep them in your life or not.
Letting go of resentment towards them for things that are in the past.
Yeah.
And letting go of any of those feelings, those negative.
A great topic. You know, if we're mad at somebody, it takes up so much headspace. So, right. And it can really block us moving in the direction of our dreams. So what number is that? That resentment, 0 to 10, that part of you that feels resentful?
Most of the time it's really low, but sometimes it's off the charts. So how do I feel right now?
If you tune into the issue, what number would you give it?
When I'm really feeling it, it's probably like a 7.
And where do you feel that in your body?
Kind of in my torso, kind of between my gut and my chest.
Mm-hmm.
Like my rib cage, kind of.
Okay. Another great topic. So if you have any resentment at other people or yourself, sometimes we can be really mad at ourselves for what we did or didn't do, or somebody else. Give it a number 0 to 10 and tap along the karate chop point. Even though I have all this anger and resentment at them.
Even though I have all this anger and resentment at them.
Is there any anger at yourself too about the situation, about maybe allowing it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much so.
And this anger at myself.
And this anger at myself.
And I don't know how I can let it go.
And I don't know how I can let it go.
Maybe it doesn't seem possible.
Maybe it doesn't seem possible.
I wonder who I'd be without this.
I wonder who I would be without this.
And I love and accept myself anyway.
And I love and accept myself anyway.
Close your eyes, deep breath. Even though I have all this anger, resentment at them and myself.
Even though I have all this anger and resentment at them and myself.
And I don't know how to let this go.
And I don't know how to let this go.
Maybe it doesn't feel safe.
Maybe it doesn't feel safe.
I can't relax about this.
I can't relax about this.
I have to be on guard.
I have to be on guard.
I have to protect myself.
I have to protect myself.
But I accept who I am.
But I accept who I am.
And I appreciate my feelings.
And I appreciate my feelings.
Deep breath. Keep tapping on the karate chop point, even though I have this anger and resentment at them and myself.
Even though I have this anger and resentment at them and myself.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself anyway.
I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself anyway.
Deep breath. And then we're going to the eyebrows. All this anger and resentment.
All this anger and resentment.
Side of the eyes. All this anger at them.
All this anger at them.
Underneath the eyes. All this resentment.
All this resentment.
I'm so mad at them.
I'm so mad at them.
I can't believe they did that.
I can't believe they did that.
Can't believe they said that.
I can't believe they said that.
All this anger and resentment.
All this anger and resentment.
It's so exhausting.
It is so exhausting.
And I'm tired of suffering about this.
I am tired of suffering about this.
I'd really like to let it go.
I'd really like to let it go.
From the deepest root causes.
From the deepest root causes.
I'm so tired of suffering about this.
I'm so tired of suffering about this.
This anger and resentment at them.
This anger and resentment at them.
This anger and resentment at myself.
This anger and resentment at myself.
It's exhausting.
It's exhausting.
And I'm letting it go.
And I am letting it go.
I'm letting it go.
I'm letting it go.
Anything else you want to express, Ellie, before we release it, before we do a deeper clearing? Or do you feel like, yeah, I want to let it go?
I'm ready to let it go.
Yeah, I'm letting it go.
Letting it go.
Letting it go.
Letting it go.
All this guilt and shame about what I did or didn't do.
All this guilt and shame about what I did or didn't do.
All this fear and worry and anxiety about the situation.
All this fear and worry and anxiety about the situation.
All this anger and resentment.
All this anger and resentment.
I'm letting it go.
I'm letting it go.
All this loss of power.
All this loss of power.
I'm letting it go.
Letting it go.
Letting it go.
Letting it go.
Letting it all go.
Letting it all go.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
I let go of being general manager of the universe.
I do let go of being general manager of the universe.
And I give this to the universe to handle.
I give this to the universe to handle.
I don't need to do it all by myself.
I don't need to do it all by myself.
It's safe to relax about this.
It's safe to relax about this.
Trusting the divine order of my life.
Trusting the divine order of my life.
That good will come out of these challenges.
That good will come out of these challenges.
And that good lies before me.
And that good lies before me.
I call my power back.
I call my power back.
From all dimensions of time and space.
From all dimensions of time and space.
It is safe to shine.
It's safe to shine.
It's safe to be me.
It's safe to be me.
It's safe to be happy.
It's safe to be happy.
I let go of the past with ease.
I let go of the past with ease.
And I trust the process of life.
And I trust the process of life.
I forgive them and myself.
I forgive them and myself.
For everything that was done or not done.
For everything that was done or not done.
Mm-hmm. And I set myself free.
And I set myself free.
And then.
And then.
It feels so good to let go of this conflict.
It feels so good to let go of this conflict.
I love feeling light and free.
I love feeling light and free.
I love being me.
I love being me.
I love raising my vibration.
Love raising my vibration.
Putting my energy on what I want.
Putting my energy on what I want.
I am enough.
I'm enough.
I'm whole and complete.
I'm whole and complete.
I love having strong boundaries.
I love having strong boundaries.
I say yes when I want to say yes.
I say yes when I want to say yes.
And I say no when I want to say no.
And I say no when I want to say no.
I love being me.
I love being me.
Anything else you'd like to bring in?
No, I think it's great. Thank you.
I love feeling calm and peaceful.
I love feeling calm and peaceful.
I'm rising up,
I'm rising up,
following my dreams,
following my dreams,
living my best life.
living my best life.
Life loves me.
Life does love me.
All is well.
All is well.
Close your eyes, deep breath. 0 to 10. This anger and resentment.
Right now, 0.
Yay! So good. What are you present to? How do you feel?
Lighter, like you said, that emotional weight
Beautiful.
feels light and calm. You had mentioned that as well.
Yeah. And, you know, any difficult relationships, if you keep that person in your life, just make sure you have rock solid boundaries, because sometimes we, you know, we cannot be good with our boundaries. And then, you know, it's good to be rigorous, you know, and nip things in the bud if things are off.
Sure.
Yeah. Any questions, thoughts, comments? Thank you for bringing such a great topic to the call.
No, I just want to thank you. Like, this has been things that happened a while ago that have been hard for me to release fully, that I knew were burdening me, and that I've made a lot of progress on, but didn't quite kick to the curb. So it's time. I'm ready.
Yes, well done. Yeah, and you may find that it's gone. Often if you get down to a low number, it's gone. If it's a really big issue, sometimes, you know, there's more tapping to do. And I can send you guys some videos. Keep tapping. It may be, often it's gone. One of my passions is really helping people who feel stuck, you know, from things that happened in the past. Maybe it was a relationship, maybe it was, you know, the grief and sadness, the loss of a loved one, and just, you know, stress about money, fear of shining and being seen, wherever you're feeling stuck, or any, I believe we all get into addictions of some sort to try and avoid feeling. And so it's like, what do I need to let go of? Well, maybe it's clearing out clutter. You know, we can be really full on, we can have too much clutter. If you feel stuck, clearing out your clutter is a great next step. So hopefully you're feeling all lighter. Let's see, if you have any questions, put them in the chat. And it's so nice to see everyone, by the way. Carla, it's lovely to see you, and Tanya again, and Jenny, and meet Marsha and Karen, and have Katie, and Marcy's here. It's just lovely to see all your faces, and Bobby. So, well, not to see your names or faces, but okay. So Tracy, hey Marcy, good to see you. So good to see you. So we might do another round. We'll finish off with some affirmations. I know there's a quick question here. How frequently can one tap on a different or same topic? You tap on it for as long as you need to. Like if you're feeling, sometimes these big issues, we need to tap on there every day. Say you're stressed about money or work or health or whatever it is, tap, give yourself room to feel your feelings. Get support. If you're struggling with something big, I recommend a deep dive one-on-one session, and we'll just kind of clear it out. If there's any old trauma from your childhood or last week or last year, just give yourself the gift of support. You know, if it's tapping, whatever your gut feeling is telling you to do. So I'm going to do a program that starts in September, which is all about releasing, rising, tapping into the magic of letting go, releasing and receiving. So when we let go, we have space to receive more good into our lives. And I find as women, often we're giving and possibly getting a little depleted. So if you're interested in that, I will share a little bit about that. Let's see. Well, there's a couple of ways forward. You can, if you're interested in finding out more generally, you can, I have various different programs. You can, let me put my email in the chat, or you guys probably can just respond to the news, you know, that email I sent you. But if you want to hop on the phone and find out more about everything, just feel free to do that. And if you are interested in the next program, let's see, it's 7 weeks and it starts on Thursday the 9th at 1 p.m. It's 7 Thursdays at 1 p.m. All the calls are recorded, so you can listen anytime. And there's an early bird special right now. It's 3:33, and then it will go up to 4:44 and then 5:55. So if you're interested, I recommend jumping in. And then I'm just going to put the link for that here. That's just a PayPal thing. And then if you want the VIP one, there's a deeper dive where you'll get a session, and you'll also get Voxer coaching for the 7 weeks, which is pretty cool. And that the early bird special is $888, and it will go up to 1111. So those are that. But if you want to hop on the phone and have a chat about it too, or the one-on-one work, feel free. So those are early bird specials. And the Voxer coaching is kind of cool. You can get coaching from me, you know, during the week. And it's a really lovely structure, plus a session, plus the 7-week program. So yeah, so just give yourself the gift of support, listen to your inner wisdom if it resonates. Any questions before we move on to the final round about, yes, Tanya. Oh.
Hi, just unmuting myself.
Yes.
You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the thing I want, and forgive me if you answered it and I missed it, it was when you were just doing the last session.
Yes.
And for myself, you had said for ourselves, just, you know, change the wording if we needed to. And for me, in a situation that I had, I also had sadness. So I kept adding the word sadness. And what are you supposed to do in tapping? If, like, I know we're in the process of clearing it, but all of a sudden the tears are there. I assume you should let them come up, or are you trying? I assume you're not trying to repress them if they do, but even though it was kind of contradiction in my mind, because I'm like, I'm trying to let this go. So I didn't want to indulge it, but I also didn't think I should suppress it. So I wanted your feedback on that.
It's a great question. It's very important to give yourself room to feel your feelings. The one-on-one sessions, we do the deeper dives and we really go into those deep feelings. If you're on a call, you know, in a group and you're feeling a lot of emotion, I recommend stay with your emotion, like keep tapping, like this grief and sadness. And I really love doing grief work with people. So yeah, you want to give yourself room to feel your feelings. So if I was in a one-on-one session and you had grief come up, we would go into that and I'd be like, tell me more. And then you like, well, this happened and that happened. We want to really give ourselves room. So if you're dealing with things, you can tap in what we call vent, where you just go around the points and keep saying how you feel until you feel like, oh, I feel lighter. Like keep going in the negative. Obviously, when I'm working with people, I'm reading the person I'm with, and you know, and it's a shorter round.
Yeah.
And that's when we'll switch. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good to see you, Tanya.
You too.
Carla says, do you have the one-on-one program that includes hypnosis and tarot? Yes, I do. Yeah, I love the one-on-one work is tailor-made. So you can do, it includes the tapping, hypnosis, coaching, intuitive readings. Like it's a really lovely mix and it's all tailor-made to whatever you are looking for. So yeah, we can hop on a call if you'd like to chat. Yeah, I'd love to support you, Carla. Yeah, it's so nice to see you. Any other questions before we move on? So lovely to see you all and have you on the call. So let's see, there was, who is the, somebody new. Oh, Tracy. Tracy's new. Is or Tracy or Helen, are you the one that came the other day? Or Tracy? Is Tracy still here? Maybe Tracy's gone.
This is Helen, and
Oh,
I know I'm new to working with you and to your work specifically. I know a little about tapping.
Mm-hmm. Were you on the call the other day, the workshop?
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was.
Good.
The
All
one you
right.
did in conjunction with
With S Factor, yes.
yes, S Factor.
Yes. Okay, cool. Let me just see. All right, tell me in a nutshell, we're coming towards the end of the session, but we're just going to do a little round, more affirmations on this one, but let me know what you want to let go of and bring in.
I want to let go of a lot of, well, all of the self-doubt and the idea of expectations that if I have something I'm working on, it should be this way or maybe that way. I just want to be more open to whatever the source is sending me. And I want to bring in recognizing it and trying to interpret it, because sometimes source sends you messages and you just have no idea because you just don't recognize the message. Or it takes you 3 weeks to figure out that, oh yeah, when that happened 3 weeks ago, that was the sign I was looking for.
Yeah, what number is that doubt, 0 to 10?
Well, at this moment in time, it's about an 8. It usually bounces between a 7 and a 9.
Where do you feel that in your body? And what's the primary emotion?
The primary emotion, I don't know. Can stuckness be an emotion? Certainly frustration.
You can feel, frustration, and stuck energy.
Frustration, stuckness, boredom, because things just keep repeating.
Okay. So we're just going to do a super quick round here. Self-doubt, it's a great one. Like, not lack of trust, not trusting your inner wisdom, like getting confused, like what am I meant to do moving forward, and feeling like we miss things. Okay, so let's go to the karate chop point. Even though I have all this self-doubt, and I don't know how to let this go. Maybe it doesn't seem possible. I've had this self-doubt for so long. I wouldn't recognize myself without this doubt.
I don't think I'd recognize myself without this doubt.
I wonder who I'd be. And I love and accept myself anyway. Close your eyes, deep breath. Even though I have all this self-doubt. And I don't know how to let it go. Maybe it doesn't feel safe. I can't relax about this.
I
I
don't know what would take its place.
How about clarity?
Oh, I like that.
Mhm. Yeah, I would love to feel more clarity and trust, self-trust.
Yes, I would love to feel more clarity and self-trust.
And I love and accept myself anyway. Deep breath. Even though I have all this doubt and worry. And part of me just doesn't trust myself. I love and accept myself anyway. Close your eyes, deep breath. And then we're going to the eyebrows. All this self-doubt. All this lack of trust. all this confusion.
All this confusion.
I'm so mad at myself.
I'm so mad at myself.
I keep getting it wrong.
I keep getting it wrong.
No wonder I don't trust myself.
No wonder I don't trust myself.
All this self-doubt and confusion.
All this self-doubt and confusion.
All this fear of making a mistake.
All this fear of getting it wrong.
Yeah, anything else you want to add? A few lines.
A fear of not getting it perfect.
All this pressure to be perfect.
All this pressure to be perfect.
The truth is, I'm not perfect.
The truth is, I'm not perfect.
And neither is anyone else.
And neither is anyone else.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
All this self-doubt and pressure to be perfect.
All this self-doubt and pressure to be perfect.
I'm human and I make mistakes sometimes.
I'm human and I make mistakes sometimes.
Just like everyone else.
Just like everyone else.
I choose to give myself a break.
I choose to give myself a break.
And trust the divine order of my life.
And trust the divine order of my life.
That I'm exactly where I'm meant to be.
That I'm exactly where I'm meant to be.
And that there are no mistakes in the big picture.
And there are no mistakes in the big picture.
Letting go of all this old guilt and shame about what I did or didn't do.
Letting go of all this old guilt and shame about what I did or didn't do.
Letting go of any sadness or grief or disappointment.
Letting go of sadness and grief and disappointments.
Letting go of being general manager of the universe.
Letting go of being general manager of the universe and trying to do it all on my own.
All this, not asking for support and doing it all by myself.
Letting go of not asking for support.
Letting it go.
Just letting it all go.
Letting it go.
Letting it go.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
It's safe to let it go.
It's safe to let it go.
I forgive myself completely.
I forgive myself completely.
For everything I did or didn't do.
For everything I did or didn't do.
And I set myself free.
And I set myself free.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I'm whole and complete.
I'm whole and complete.
I'm perfect exactly as I am.
I'm perfect exactly as I am.
I love feeling good about who I am.
I love feeling good about who I am.
I deserve joy.
I deserve joy.
I love relaxing and enjoying the journey.
I love relaxing and enjoying the journey.
Everything is working out for me.
Everything is working out for me.
I listen to my inner wisdom.
I listen to my inner wisdom.
I know what to do.
I know what to do.
It is safe to trust myself.
It is safe to trust myself.
I love being me.
I love being me.
I love knowing everything's working out for me.
I love knowing everything's working out for me.
Life loves me.
Life loves me.
I'm expanding my capacity to receive.
I'm expanding my capacity to receive.
Love, support, abundance.
Love, support, and abundance.
And joy.
And joy. Lots of joy.
I'm tapping into more creativity and pleasure and fun.
I'm tapping into more creativity, pleasure, and fun.
Love being in the flow of life.
Pardon?
I love being in the flow of life.
I love being in the flow of life.
I love having it be surprisingly easy.
I love having it be surprisingly easy.
I'm letting go of the struggle.
I'm letting go of the struggle.
I am enough.
I am enough.
All is well.
All is well.
Close your eyes. Life loves me.
Life
The
loves
uni-
me.
The universe has my back.
The universe has my back.
It's safe to be powerful.
It's safe to be powerful.
It's safe to shine.
It's safe to shine.
It's safe to succeed.
It's safe to succeed.
It's safe to love and be loved.
It's safe to love and be loved.
Expanding my capacity to receive.
Expanding my capacity to receive.
Happiness, health, wealth, and love.
Happiness, health, wealth, and love.
I am enough.
I am enough.
And I'm worthy and deserving of all the good the universe has for me.
I'm worthy and deserving of all the good the universe has for me.
All is well.
All is well.
Close your eyes, deep breath. 0 to 10, this self-doubt.
About a 4.
Wonderful. Very good. What are you present to? You were like 9 or 4. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I didn't understand what am I present to?
How do you
does that mean?
feel? How do you feel right now?
Honestly, I feel a little tired. These energy shifts sometimes make me just want to relax and lie down for a little while.
Yes.
Really big ones, I go to sleep.
Yes. Permission to rest, Helen. And thank you for that great topic too, Helen. Any final questions before we wrap up?
No, that was very good. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome, Helen. Good to have you on the call. So Helen brings up a great point. At the end of the tapping, you may be feeling all energized and inspired, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go and clear my clutter, or I'm going to dance or go for a run, or take inspired action in my business, or whatever it is, or go on a date. Or you may be feeling like, I'm exhausted, because the tapping will bring you into your body. So if you have been like all stressed out and sometimes it's like, oh yeah, it's time for a nap. So permission to rest and give yourself the gift of what you need this afternoon, and really give yourself the gift of support, whether if it's support or a nap or clearing clutter or, going out and having fun, being in nature. So thank you, everyone. I'm going to stay on. If you want to share what's opening up, or you have questions, I'll stay on for a little bit. If you have to hop off, thank you so much for being here. I'll send the recording. Email me if you want a consultation, and we can talk about the programs. I've got a bunch of different stuff going on. So if you're interested in support, and if you feel like, oh, I just want to do the 7-week thing and catch the early bird, feel free to use those links. Any questions before we wrap up? Maybe we'll just go around and see. You're so welcome, everyone. Jenny, do you want to share anything that's, oh, she's gone. Ellie, do you want to share anything that's opening up, or any final questions?
No, just feeling good, feeling, like I said, lighter, feels nice. So
Great.
Grateful for you. Thank you.
Yeah. Katie, it's so good to see you. Any final questions, thoughts, comments? So glad you're on the call.
Yeah, it's fun to be here. I related to what Helen said. I feel a little bit sleepy, but also just not the drained sleepy, but just very calm, mellow, and just such great reminders that we all experience that fear and that self-doubt, and that we're also worthy of all the abundance. There's no abundance that comes our way that we're not worthy of. So that was a beautiful reminder. And thank you. And I just want to give a quick testimonial to the person, if they're still on, that asked about one-to-one program. I just finished up a 6-month one-to-one program with Kate, and crazy stuff opened up for me. And it was really fun to be able to shift session to session and do a little hypnosis, pull some cards. It was very beautifully customized and just amazing. Like, can't even describe the transformation that happened in 6 months. So that's my testimony.
Yeah, it's so good to see you. And Katie asked me to mentor her and actually teach tapping, because she wanted to train in it. And so she was the first person. Usually I work with clients one-on-one for personal stuff, but we did a mentorship, which included personal clearing too. And she took incredible action and opened up her own business. And there she is in her office right now. She's an incredible healer. And you were such an inspiration and such an honor to work with. So
thank you.
I'm
Yeah,
so
thanks
proud
so
of
much.
you.
And there's no separation between like business and personal. It all combines, especially if you're an entrepreneur, that you talk about that, the inner game of being an entrepreneur, and you helped me with that so beautifully. So thanks.
Yeah, you're so welcome. So good to see you, and I'm so proud of you. Yay. Any other questions? Dragna, if you have a question, or Carrie, or Roxy, or Barbie, good to see you, or Franz. If anyone wants to say anything before we wrap up, drink lots of water, keep tapping. I'll send you some tapping things. Oh, and I have the 21-day abundance tapping videos too, which is a great structure where you get a video every day. So just reach out to me if you want to learn more. And I'm sending you so much love. And if anyone has a question, just unmute yourself. Otherwise, we'll wrap up the call. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. I'll stop the recording.